What's up everyone, welcome back to my channel, welcome back to a brand new video. I hope you guys have an amazing weekend and just take some time off, relax and prepare for this new week to start. Hopefully we will have a profitable week. Today I thought of making a YouTube video about patterns when trading Forex um, because I get a lot of question on this topic as well, and I just wanted to make a video to clarify some things, okay? But before we jump into the video, guys, make sure you are subscribed to the channel to not miss out on any future uploads. If you have any questions, make sure to drop them down below. I'll make sure to check them out. Feel free to also share and like the video. That will help me a lot. And also, feel free to join my free signal group. Link is in the description. And if you want to learn my strategies or schedule a one-on-one session with me, make sure to DM me privately on Telegram. Link is also in the description. Also, feel free to check out my IG and website. Both links are down below as well. Okay, so let's jump straight into the video. You guys may know about Forex patterns. It's a very popular topic in trading. I'm talking about basic patterns like M's or W's or double tops, double bottoms, head and shoulders, all these type of patterns. Okay, I'm just gonna talk about the basic ones and the ones I like to use and how I like to use them. Okay, because this is where I wanna get. Okay, because I see so many people choosing a pattern. Let's say they only follow W patterns or double bottoms, if you want to call them like this, or double tops or M formations. Okay, they're the same thing pretty much. And what they do is pretty much they wait for a W to form, and then they just enter here. Okay, because oh, this is a W formation, I'm just gonna enter a buy, and this trade will go straight into my take profit. And most of the times their stop loss gets hit and then they get mad and they always say, man, patterns don't work. And it's not really true, because that's what I wanted to tell you guys. The way I like to use patterns is I like to combine them with other stuff like supply and demand, um, and a lot more confluences. Okay, I just don't want to candlestick formations, candlestick patterns. I don't want to follow blindly a pattern and be like, okay, this is a W, I'm gonna enter. No matter if a resistance zone is maybe here, okay, I'm still gonna enter this because this is a W and this is only what I see, and this is where I want to get. So in my opinion, you should not trade patterns blindly. Okay, whenever you see a W or a M formation or a head and shoulder form, just get in and go for it. Instead, I would highly suggest to combine that with supply and demand, support and resistance, or however you want to call it, and candlestick patterns. This is a great way to use patterns, because then, yeah, of course, if I have a, let's say I have this, okay, let's say I have as a resistance zone right here, and if I see a M formation form in my resistance zone right here, and right here I get a bearish candlestick pattern as well, then yeah, I'm gonna enter a sell based on the pattern, based on the resistance level, and based on the candlestick pattern, and I will combine all these three confluences in my advantage to take the trade, and that's when I would take the trade. Okay, I would not take a trade if I see a M formation or a double top form and I see a support right here. Okay, I'll never enter a sell, or even if I get a M formation, because more than likely price might come into the support and then reject from it, and my stop loss will get hit. Okay, so the same goes for W's. And also, a lot of things that people still don't understand is that you will never get picture perfect patterns. That means like you will never get a perfect M. Like it's very rare to get like a perfect M and then down, like same levels. Price will usually do this. This looks like a double top. Okay, this can look like a double top. Okay, this is also a double top. Why? Because price touch this zone 2 times, and this can also be considered as a double top. Okay, don't expect for price to move perfectly like this, okay, because this is very rare. Okay, um, so this is also something I want to touch. I wanted to touch, and now let's just get into some examples, okay, of what I showed you guys. I'm just gonna use AUD/USD on the M15, and I'm just gonna scroll to see if I can see some examples. All right, so look, perfect example right here. All right, or also triple tops. Okay, triple tops are the same, very popular pattern. Triple bottoms as well. I'm talking about this one right here. Okay, when price touches the zone for 3 times. Okay, this is a triple touch. Very simple to understand. Okay, so now let's look. We are gonna use the bar replay. We have a support zone right here. And yeah, this could be a W formation or a double top, however you want to call it. Okay, because why? We have this up, down, and this could be the second leg up, okay, and create a W. But what I want to see is, okay, we have our confluence zone right here, but now I want to see a candlestick pattern. A candlestick pattern like a doji, pin bar, bullish engulfing. That's what I want to see. Let's see if I can get it. Oh, no, this is not a candlestick pattern. This is not a pin bar, and it's not a doji either, and it's not a bullish engulfing either. So let's look one more. And this is not a engulfing either, okay, because we didn't fully engulf this pattern, this candle right here. So I would not take the trade. And let's see what happens. So let's say I would have been aggressive and I would have entered after this bullish candle, stop loss below, and if I want to be conservative, I can aim for a strict 1 to 2, but if I want to use market structure as my point of reference, I can aim for this stop right here, which would give me a 4.4 risk to reward ratio. So let's play the market. As you can see, the market went almost 2R in profit, but if you used the moving the stop loss into break even rule that we discussed in the previous video, you would have been risk free. So let's play the market. You would have been out at break even, and now let's see if your stop loss would have get hit. And yes, it would have get hit. Okay, so yeah, as you can see, this wasn't a invalid trade, even though yeah, this was technically a W formation or a double bottom, but yes, we did have our support zone as a confluence, but I didn't see any candlestick confirmation, so that's why I wouldn't get in. Or if I would have got in, I would have been very carefully and I would have moved my stop loss at break even, and I would have got out at break even without losing anything. Okay, so now let's see if I can find a double top. So here is an example of a double top. Okay, even though it's not as clear as you wanted it to be, but as I said, it's never gonna be perfect. So we have, or a M formation, we have this right here, up, down, up, and then from here you would expect for it to create the second leg down. Okay, so now you know that you have a small resistance area here, and you can see that price is being bearish. You want to look for a sell, okay, based off patterns and based off this resistance zone. Now we have all these two things in check. What's the third one? Well, we have to look for a candlestick confirmation. And I'm gonna be honest with you, if it was me and I would have traded this resistance zone and I would have looked for a pattern, I would have probably got stopped out first, and I'm gonna tell you exactly why. Okay, I'm being very honest here. So if it was me, I would have entered right here with a sell. This would have been a very good confirmation for me. I would have been probably aggressive and placed my stop loss right above the wick and not above the zone to have a bigger risk to reward, and I would have aimed for a 5R, which is this low right here. And if we go 1-to-1 in profit, I would have probably moved the stop loss, but let's see. Well, yeah, we did went 1-to-1, I think. Oh no, we didn't. Okay, so this would have been a loss for me, as I said, but now I would have still looked for a sell. Okay, even though, because I know sometimes it might hunt the stop loss and then it might throw me a candlestick confirmation. So let's play the market, and boom, right here this would have been still a valid pattern, because as I said, very rarely you will see a perfect pattern, but it's still a valid possible M formation, which came right exactly in this resistance zone. And the third confluence, it threw me a bearish candlestick pattern. So I would have entered a sell right here, place my stop loss right above, and take profit right at this low, which would give me a very nice 6 to reward ratio, 6R. Okay, so if I used the stop loss at break even method, I would have been stopped out here, but then I would have entered again right here after this bearish engulfing with the stop loss right above the candle, and I would have aimed for the exact same low, which would give me a 4.2R. So let's see, and as you can see, both take profits would have been smashed. Okay, even if you played it safe, moving the stop loss at break even and would have re-entered after, or if you wouldn't have moved your stop loss at all. Okay, so like this was a sell example, and let's see if I can find a winning buy example as well. And to be honest with you, this can also be considered, because look, we have this zone right here, and this is a head and shoulder. Okay, and I'm gonna show you exactly why. So these are the two shoulders. Okay, these 2 points right here are the two shoulders. Boom. Oh, sorry. Boom. And this right here is the head. Okay, so this is kind of a perfect head and shoulder pattern, because it's very clear to see. So if I was to trade patterns, I would have seen that price approach this zone of support, which was a very strong zone, and I would have waited for a candlestick pattern in my direction. Okay, so yeah, this is a very visible head and shoulders. Okay, very clear to see, and I would have entered probably on this doji. So my first entry would have been right here at this doji. I would have been very aggressive. My stop loss below it, my stop loss would have got hit, so I would have lost 1R. But then I would have placed my buy right above this pin bar with a stop loss right below it, because this was another valid candlestick pattern for me. And then I would have aimed for this stop right here, which would have gave me a 7R. Okay, so this would have been a very good trade. So as you can see, valid head and shoulders pattern, very clear to see. We have a support zone, we have a candlestick formation. Now we just enter the trade. So let's see how it plays out. We would have, no, we wouldn't be stopped out at break even, very close, but we wouldn't have. And as you can see, take profit would have been smashed, okay, with a 7R trade. Very, very good trade. So in my opinion, this is how patterns should be traded when trading forex, because ultimately if you trade patterns blindly, I don't think you will have a good win rate, and I don't think you will have success with it. But if you combine it with confluences like I showed you right here, and by any means you can use whatever confluences you want. If you are a moving average trader, then use moving averages as your confluences. But as I said, it's important to mix confluences and not use patterns on their own, because as I said, you have to take into consideration where the market is, what the market structure shows you, and after that you can use patterns combined with all of this stuff together to get you that good entry and that good opportunity in order to make profits. All right, so as you see, you will also have losses, but if you are consistent with it, the risk to reward can be very, very good. So even with a 50% win rate or even lower, you can be very profitable trading this method. Okay, So yeah, this was pretty much it for the video, guys. As I said, feel free to join the free signal group, and if you wanna book a one-on-one session with me, DM me privately on Telegram. And if you have any questions about this video, if there's something you didn't understand correctly or very clear, make sure to drop them in the comment section, and I will do my best to make you understand everything. All right? So yeah, I really hope you guys enjoy the video, and I hope it will help you. And yeah, enjoy your weekend, and I will see you in the next one. Goodbye.